Bill 2020B be postponed indefinitely. To your motion.
To the motion. Madam Speaker, after years of the spotted owl, and it's still just as real to us now as it was years ago, and the smoke of burning neglected forests, which is now a yearly thing, don't blame us if we're a little skeptical about new plans that try to once again redefine our lifestyle in rural Oregon. As a player on the world stage, the state of Oregon is a very, very small player indeed, with near zero carbon footprint. Yet we are willing to play with the lives and the lifestyles of people to chase a fantasy. House Bill 2020 attempts to chase a mosquito with a cannon, and nearly everyone, including many in the mainstream media, get it. The Daily Astorian. The proposed carbon fees will cost jobs in this state because they will put our industries at major competitive disadvantages with other states. The bill's proponents expect working-class Oregonians to eat the costs of the legislation for the greater good. That's the Daily Astorian. How about out in the Far East? Out of the East Oregonian newspaper, House Bill 2020 is Exhibit A in just how good intentions can quickly become convoluted and dense. And from the Eugene Register Guard, yet even if they pass this bill, the net reduction in global greenhouse gas emissions would be negligible. Oregon's economy and its residents would pay for no real gain. Rural and low-income communities would feel the sting worst. Family farms could be squeezed out of existence. That out of the Eugene Register Guard. Another thing that causes us a lot of trepidation in rural Oregon, stories like the Los Angeles Times, an editorial just a couple of days ago. It's been referred to already this evening. California lawmakers are turning cap and trade into a slush fund that critics long feared. I'll spare you the details, but you know that's what happens in bureaucracies, especially ones like this. This isn't just a case of quaint country folks not getting it. This product, House Bill 2020, is a creation of a legislative body that is badly out of balance. And if we were not out of balance to the extent we are, we would not have a bill like this in front of us today, and I think you can take that to the bank. When I think of the changes that this bill is going to bring about, I grieve. I woke up this morning physically ill because of what we had to face today, what we were about to see the people of Oregon do to all in Oregon. Such a small group of people bringing about something that will affect 4 million people. I grieve at the working families and what is going to happen to them as a result of this. I think it's indisputable. Everything is going to cost more. It costs a lot to heat your home in the wintertime already. What is it going to cost now with the new costs associated with the use of natural gas? What is it now, 22 cents a gallon expected to occur immediately? What is that going to do, especially to those people in central and eastern Oregon who have to drive so far for almost everything? Businesses that can no longer be competitive. And it's been more than inferred that maybe they need to find a new location to do business in. That's a shame. And now sweeping public policy enacted and enforced by unelected bureaucrats like never before. Watch the executive branch grow. This is going to be quite a thing. And how many millions of dollars just to start this thing up? 14 million and even more. It's unbelievable. Have we so quickly forgotten the people who showed up dutifully at all of the events that we had around the state? Looking in their faces, these are people who made rural Oregon great. And this is how we thank them for that? making their lives more difficult. It's a shame. Rural Oregon knows all about cap kills jobs, because it certainly does, and it certainly will, and it's certainly doing it already. You've already seen that happen. She flies with her own wings.
One moment. Sorry, Representative. Representative Stark yields his time. Please continue.
Thank you, Representative. Our motto here in the state of Oregon, Madam Speaker, she flies with her own wings. All I've heard about today is flying on California's wings. People used to come to Oregon because they were sick of California, so now we're trying to be California. I don't get that either. Another thing I want to say about my philosophies about leadership. We have at least 50% of the 4 million people repudiating cap and trade. In fact, I saw the other day 63% in the latest poll of Oregonians who repudiate cap and trade.